Hello, this is Carolyn at Carolyn's Paper Therapy. I'm back to continue on with the Simple Things journal that I'm making from a blank travel journal. And we have completed the Super Simples #1 from Pink Monarch Prints. And I made this, as you probably remember, into a cover, and then it wraps around like this and opens up like so. So if you did not see the first video of how to put this together, I encourage you to go back and look at my the previous video to this one. In the meantime, I did a couple of little things here on the cover that I didn't do originally. And one is to add the words, the simple things. And I used my little block stamps. I got these, I think, at Hobby Lobby. And they're very handy. They come in this little box, and you just pull out the letter that you need and stamp it. So this is some paper where I had printed on the back side that when I trimmed out all these pieces, I had these strips of paper. I'll show you. I had these strips of paper that I saved, and I'm going to use them to stamp words on so I can have phrases that I want to use. So I did do that. I stamped the Simple Things, which is the name of our journal, and glued that on the front. I also decided to add a little row of pearls here just to dress up the front a little bit. And then I think I had tied this tag with the lace. I'm not sure if I did or not, but anyway, I tied it with the lace just on the front so that it'll open up, and then I added this ribbon rose. And because when you open this up it flips out, I decided to add a clip on it that would hold it closed as you turned over the page. And then I made this little dangle to go on it. This is a clip that I ordered from Amazon, and then I just tied a little piece of ribbon on there. This is a pear clip, and I loaded onto it some pearls, pearl beads, a button, a key, a small charm of a bee, and 3 more little pearl beads, and clipped it onto the ring on here. So we have a little dangly from our cover. And that way, when you flip open the cover, it doesn't just flip out. But you can remove this and then open this up to use for journaling, and your little tags and all are in there. When this flips out, I covered the inside front page with the title page off of that songbook where I'm pulling out this music. This is some antique or old music that I got at an auction one time, a big pile of it, and it was music that I would never play. So I put this here, and my intent is to put kind of a table of contents in here, which I haven't done yet, but I will explain the reason for that in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this back and take you through the pages, the way that I'm going to arrange this journal. We have 7 of the Super Simples that we're going to use, which is actually just a design for a page, the digital kits that you can print out, and the whole page is already designed for you. So that's what this first one was. And so I decided, because the book would get bulky, because there are a lot of pages in this book, with those 7 kits, that I would do the rest of the pages in a theme of one of our simple things. The first one I chose is music. And so I would do 5 or 6 pages with a music theme and make them flat so that they wouldn't be bulky and have room for writing on every single page. So that's what I've done. And what I did was go through the book, and every 5 or 6 pages I marked a page that I would do another super simple all the way to the end. So in between each super simple, I'll have room for 6 different themed pages in our simple things, and the first one is music. So let me show you the pages that I did for my music theme. This one I put down I've just got out various papers that I had, and I used regular paper, not cardstock, so that the pages wouldn't be too thick. I have these papers left over from other projects that I've done, and I just pulled out that pile of papers and went through and pulled out some that I thought would go with the colors that we're using. So the first thing I did was put down this paper on the page, kind of in the center. And then I did kind of a collage frame of our music. I just ripped it, inked it, and glued it down in sort of a frame shape. I stamped music on one of our pieces of paper that we had left. And this is a sticker. So that makes a nice page for writing right in here. The next page, I had some note paper that we get sent to us free for different various donations that we've made. And this one was so pretty with the hydrangea and the butterflies. So I glued that down first. I did another collage frame from papers and the music. This butterfly was printed on this paper. Anyway, then I have done several music theme journals, so I had some bits and pieces left over from that, and that's where this little girl came from. So we have a nice lined paper here for journaling. On the next page, I used another sheet, part of that sheet of the cover of that music book. This is from another one of my music journal papers that I had. I just ripped all around the journal card. And then I happened to have a music stencil. So I took my ink pad, and I used this little brush. I'm not sure what this is called, but I got several of these. And you just dab it on your ink pad and then rub it around on the page to kind of age the background page, because this is actually the page in the book, and it's just a cream color. And then I put the stencil down on there and stenciled the notes on there. So this gives a good writing space here. This page is the contents page of that music book that I just ripped out and inked around the edge and glued it down. When I'm gluing a big piece like this or a regular paper, I use my glue stick, which is the Scotch permanent glue stick. I order these from Amazon in packs of 24, so I never run out. This is a sticker that I had, which gives you your writing space. This is a flower sticker. And then this is from Words and Phrases from G. Kerr. I have a box of words and phrases. So I use the word imagination. On the next page, I just used our regular, the page that's in this journal, blank. I applied a butterfly sticker, and I had a stencil that says "Sing unto God a new song," and a bird with little notes, and that was also done with this brush. So you've got plenty of writing space on these pages. The next one, I had an idea that I could just make kind of an oval frame out of a piece of music. So I ripped out the piece of music to fit the page, and then I kind of folded it in the center and cut it. And then I took my fingers and just ripped out this oval and inked it all. And I glued that down on the page. And then I took my brush and dipped it in the ink and then aged the paper this way. And I always ink around each edge of the page. This is just a piece off of the title page of the music book that I ripped out and inked. This is a butterfly sticker and some flower stickers. On this page, I just used a piece of paper that I had left over, ripped it, and then I have a book called Words of Life that was given to me many years ago, and I've decided to go ahead and start using some of the phrases and things out of this book in my journals. It is chock full of poems and phrases on every subject. So this is where this little poem came from, The Heart's Song. Keep a song in your heart. It will lighten the duty you hold in your hand. Its music will graciously brighten the work your high purpose has planned. Your notes in the lives that are saddened may make them hopefully yearn, and earth shall be wondrously gladdened by the songs they shall sing in return. A beautiful little thought for maybe a prompt for some journaling down here. I also aged this page. I had a couple of roses that I had fussy cut out that fit nicely on there. This page, I just took a piece of the music down the side, put a rose sticker, and I had fussy cut out these flowers. I glued them on there, and this space can be for writing. On this page, I have a combination of things. This is actually from a pink Christmas kit a digital kit that I printed out, and this was a frame of roses around the pages, and the book that I made was too small to always get those on there, so I have several of these that I saved to trim my pages. So that's where this came from. This is just a piece of paper I cut to make the corner. This is one of the titles from the music book, and then this is the little oval that I had bought a digital kit of these little ovals with the birds and cages. I aged the paper, and that gives us a good writing space here. I just about ran out of ideas, but they'll come to me as I go through this book. This is another one of the rose kind of trim and a fussy cut rose. And down here, I just ripped a piece of the music to make a corner, and I mounted this journal card that I ripped the corner off of from one of my music journal kits, and that gives us this space to write. Okay, so that's the first section of our book, which is the simple thing of music. And like I say, I have come up with 6 simple things to feature in this, and I will just surprise you as I go through with each new one, and then we'll go back and do our table of contents. This page here is where I'm going to mount the Super Simples 2. And it is a series of pockets. And I haven't put anything together yet. I wanted to show you. It's a series of pockets like so. So we will get these ready and then glue this down on the page and then decorate all the things to go in it. So I'm going to set this book aside for the moment. And hopefully I'm ready to show you how to do this super simple. This is the background page. When you print this kit out, print it all on cardstock. I did the same thing I did before. I printed all the pieces of the kit, and then I fed the items through the printer again and put a light patterned paper on the back. In this case, I used a coffee dyed from a page from a digital kit that I had, and so that gave me all these strips with the coffee dyed look, where I can stamp on words or write words and put them in the journal. So this is our background page, and we're going to glue these pockets down first. And some of the tags are longer, so what we will do here is just glue on each side, not on the bottom. So this is the last pocket that I'll glue on first, and I'll just glue down the two sides. And I'm placing it just about an inch down from the top. Again, it's open at the bottom for our longer tags. The next one is another angle pocket, which I'll put down another inch, and I'll also leave the bottom of it open. And I'll just glue down the two sides. After I cut all this out, I've inked around everything to prepare it to just be assembled. This is the bottom pocket, and it will be glued down on the bottom and two sides. And now at this point, I think that I would like to go ahead and glue this down on the page that it's going on. So what we're going to do on this, because we're going to have this will be a pocket in the side. We'll glue down the top and this left-hand side and the bottom to make a pocket. And I will just basically center this on the page. And we're just gluing down the top and this side and this bottom so that we have a pocket over here. first things that I will do is the items that go in this back pocket. And what I have is this is printed like this. It's printed like this, and then the inside would be the back side that I ran the pages back through and printed. And so I'm just going to insert that into this back pocket. And again, we've left room for it to go on down a little bit into the pocket. This is a journal card that was included in the kit and can be written on the back. And I'm going to take this little tag here and mount it at the top just like that, just kind of as a pull. So all we will be doing is gluing the bottom part down. Again, these kits are made to be put together however you want them, and I actually did watch the Pink Monarchs print tutorial to put these together, and then I have no idea. I didn't look at it again, so I have no idea if I'm doing anything like she did it or in my own way. I just don't know. I try to just put the pieces out there and assemble it in my own way. Okay, so the next pocket, these items will go in. And what we have is another one of the tags where you can write on the back and on the inside. And I decided, rather than putting a ribbon or something up here, that I would use this picture here of this little girl on here, and then place the butterfly in such a way that it sticks up above the edge of the card. So I'll get these things glued down. Again, all these items are printed on cardstock. And this butterfly is just going to go on here and kind of stick up at the top. So you end up with this beautiful tag that opens up for writing, and that'll go down in this pocket. The other item I chose to go in this pocket was this medium length. These are kind of medium length. These were larger. These are medium length. And I'm going to glue this little ticket on there. And it's blank on the back for writing. There we go. Now, I decided that this, just being white like that, was a little bit blah, so I cut out some lace that I'm going to glue at the top of that. Make sure I didn't get the glue on anything behind there. Okay. And then in this next pocket, let's see. I have this little, this is just like a little pocket within a pocket. So what I'll do is I'm going to put glue on here and glue at the very base of that. And close that up. And it already came printed with this little notch out. I just inked around everything. And then I'm going to put this little tag in there, and I just used a hole punch to punch a hole. I may come back later and put some string on there or something. This will fit right in here. And then I have a couple of other little journal cards that can go down in here. I have the word dream that I was going to place on the top of that. And on the bottom here, this is glued down so we can come down over the edge if we want to. I have a flower somewhere. That's supposed to go on there. Where'd that went? I seem to have lost my flower. Where did my flower go? I'll just use the butterfly instead, I guess. This is a definition of faith, and so I'll put it right on here with the butterfly. Now you could use cheesecloth or anything you want to and under these, and embellish with ribbon roses or ribbons. I'm thinking I may need to just try to not make this any more bulky, and if I get done and I want to go back and do some of these extra things, I can. So I don't know where my flower went, but when I find it, I'll use it somewhere else. There is a flower that I meant to put right here. I'm going to use this little piece up here just since our top part is kind of empty. Now remember, we have this pocket, and what I've decided to put in it is this little folder that will just slide right in there, and it opens up for writing inside and on the back. So on the cover of it, I'm going to glue this beautiful lady. And in the kit came this definition of dream, which she kind of looks like she's standing there daydreaming, so I thought this would be a good spot for this definition. And again, I like to put things on at an angle sometimes, just to keep everything from being so neat-nicky. And I have the little label thoughts to go on the tab. So there's our little booklet to go in our pocket, right in behind here. So that finishes up our Pink Monarch Prints Super Simples 2. And I'm having fun with the idea on this journal of the simple things, and I chose the simple word just because I was doing these super simples. And so next time when I come back, I will do several pages for journaling, which will include our next topic, our next simple topic. And then after a few pages right here, we will put in our Super Simples 3 page. I hope you've enjoyed this today, and like I said, this can be embellished up here in the corner some more, and I may come back and do some more. I just want to make sure I don't get this any thicker than it has to be, because we have a lot of pages yet to do. Today I thought was going to be a really tough day. I had to have an MRI of my foot and an MRI of my back. I'm having some pain problems that we can't seem to identify, and they had scheduled one for 10 o'clock and one for 12:30, claiming they couldn't do them back to back. And so I had looked at probably being gone from home for about 4 hours, and I got there, and I got there at 9:30 to check in, and everything was streamlined for me. By 9:45, I was in having my first MRI on my foot, and then they did the one on my back, and I was back home at 10:30. So, and I already have the results. There are some problems, but my doctors are going to have to explain it to me. Nothing too bad, I don't think, that I can't cure with a little physical therapy and maybe some rest and pain medication. So we'll see how that goes. But even when you think you're going to have a bad day, I was blessed by the nicest technicians ever, the check-in lady at the admissions lady at the hospital. Everything was just like clockwork there, and so I was very grateful for that. And so remember, every day is a gift. No matter what you're facing, there can be blessings and joy found. And when you find the joy in the day, be sure and share it with everyone you meet. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll get busy on making your second Super Simples page, and maybe some journaling pages of your own. And I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.